What's going on, whiskey lovers? Tony here. So I wanted to rank some of the unicorns that I got on my bourbon hauls in 2024. Some of these I got lucky. I got an MSRP. Some of these paid a little more for. So just to go over them real quick, I got my E.H. Taylor barrel proof here. I got my Weller's foolproof as well here. If you follow the channel, you know the cork fell in the bottle. So that was awesome, let me tell you. So I had to filter it through a coffee filter into one of my empty special reserve bottles. So thank God I had that. And then this is the Russell's 15. This was, as I recall, really, really good. Then I got the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. And then I got the Blanton's Gold. These are some of my unicorns, and I just wanted to rank them, 1 through 5, which what I think is, number 1 all the way down to number 5. A little bit, the E.H. Taylor comes in, I believe it's 127.3 on the dot. The Weller Foolproof, I forgot, it comes in at 114 proof. The Russell's 15 comes in at, I don't know, I forgot. I know it's 117.2. I think, if I recall right, that it hits more than 117 though, feeling. And this one is at 126.0 on the dot, the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. And this is this year's edition, as well as the 15 and the barrel proof. And then I got a Blanton's Gold. I forgot the proof on that. Let me take out my little fancy bag here. So it is barrel number 228. It was dumped on 10/4/23. Rickhouse 57. It comes at 103 proof. Okay, so let's get this started. I'm just going to pour these up real quick. All right, whiskey lovers, I got them all poured up. Like I said, this is the ranking of some of my allocated bourbons that I got in 2024. At the end, I'll be starting my Infinity bottle that I got for Christmas as well. Super excited about this. I've been meaning to start an Infinity bottle, but, just been too lazy. Been too focused on getting, the bottles and doing bourbon hauls and stuff like that. Making some videos, content, other stuff. The holidays are very, very busy for me with work and everything as well. Super, super busy. I can't wait till New Year's is over. Slows down a little bit, get back to a little bit to normal in my everyday life. So let's dig in, guys. So let me know too, like and subscribe. Let me know. I did a live. Not too many people got on. I'm new to this. So if you guys want to see a live of any content, any bottles I got in the back here, we could do value bourbons all the way up to allocated stuff. Just let me know. If there's any bottles you're looking for, any bottles you're not sure you want to buy yet, you just want a little review on, what I'm getting, my opinion on it, just let me know. I'm an open book, guys. Thank you. All right, so we're going to start with the EJ. I was just laughing at myself because these are really high proofs. I was just thinking about that as I was pouring them. And I'm going to be really fucked up. That's going to be a high proof starter to this Infinity bottle. But, hey, let's go. Anyway, also, real quick, honorable mention, shout out to Baker Mayfield. Obviously, I'm a Bucks fan. Go Bucks. Sound the cannon, baby. Man, what a fucking game today. That was great. Evans is, he's going to go down and, he's going to be a Hall of Famer for sure. He's going to go down as one of the best receivers. The guy's just phenomenal. If this core team stays together and keep it up, Baker had big shoes to fill after Brady left. So, man, he's doing great with that team. Good job. Guy's a beast. Keep it up, man. Fucking killing it. Okay, back to the bourbons. So first I'm going to do the E.H. Barrel Proof. Man, for a higher proof, I'm not getting like a lot of the ethanol on it. Kind of died off. I did a fresh crack of this recently too, so it hasn't had, too much time to oxidize. But I'm getting the vanillas, the sweet flavors, little rice spices on the back end there. Every time I go back into this, it's getting sweeter, getting the honeys, dominant cinnamon, classic Buffalo Trace profile. Definitely rice spices on the back end. All right, let's get to the palate on this one. Oh, man. Yeah, that comes in hot, but a smooth hot. A little Kentucky chew going there. Oh, man. That coats the palate very, very well. It stays hot. The finish is very long. I'm getting everything I got on the nose. The cinnamon, the honey, the vanilla. That leather taste. Definitely dominant on there. I'm getting, the oak barrel taste, the very smoky oak. Very great experience. I mean, on palate and experience alone, this is definitely worth the hype. Every time I go back, a lot going on there. I mean, it coated the palate very, very, very well. Yeah, that's good. Man, that's good. Man, I feel like that E.H. Taylor is going to be very, very hard to beat. Let me cleanse my palate a little bit here. Nice. All right, let's jump into the Weller's Foolproof coming in at 117. Man, once again, another great nose, sweet. Color just looks amazing. The color on all of these, the Russell's 15, I don't know if you could see it, but I mean, this is like motor oil. I mean, just by looking at this, I could tell. The H. Taylor is pretty close to it, but they all look very, very dark. You could tell just by first glance that these are high, these are high proofs. The only one that's a little lighter is probably the Blanton's Gold. It's just a little lighter. Oh man, this nose, with the higher proof too, not high on the ethanol. Nice, kind of burns off. The honey, this, the sweetness, the sweet spices, the honey, the leather. Once again, Buffalo Trace profile. Vanilla bean, a little toffee in there, a little caramel. All right, let's get into the taste. Oh, super sweet. Super, super sweet. I'm getting all the sweets. Very fruit forward. I'm getting some strawberry on there. I'm getting like a creamy vanilla. This is very creamy. Even on the palate. Man, coats the palate very well. Not the same way the EH did, because it's more like a cream. The EH was very, very thick. This is like a creamy, almost like a whipped cream. Like it's light but creamy. It coats the palate everywhere though. Very, very good. The finish is not very long for a foolproof, but the taste is phenomenal. It's very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. I get the vanilla, some strawberry, a little honey. Honey is very dominant in this. On the back end, like I said, I get some strawberry. The finish is very short, but like I said, another experience. So for me, definitely worth the purchase. The H. Taylor, just to recap, I got really lucky on that. I got it for MSRP. I think it was $75. And then this one I paid a little more. I think MSRP is $75. I got it for about, I think it was $160, something like that, around there. So I overpaid for this. The Russell's 15, I think MSRP is $200. I got it for $280, so that's not bad. The Coy Hill, I got really, really lucky. I got that from $89 at a Jewel. I mean, I've seen secondary market for these guys $400 to $800. And the Blanton's Gold, I'm not sure what the MSRP is, but I got it for $120. And I mean, the regular ones around here, the regular Blantons, I believe is like what, $60? So double for more proof. I didn't think I'd do too bad on that one. But let's get back to the Weller Foolproof. Yeah, every time I go back, just great. You can tell it's a foolproof. You get the, the strong oak in there. The 117 proof though it's not hitting me like a 117 proof. It's very smooth. It's not super hot. It's warm, definitely warm. It's not as hot as the EH. Great though. This is more fruity, I think, more fruit forward on this one. Once again, another great one. It's gonna be hard, guys. Very, very hard. These first two are very, very great. All right, now let's get into the Big Daddy, Russell's 15. This bottle has been talked about so much more than anything this year. So I had it in the beginning of the year. I got really lucky. I got it early on. I don't really remember it too much. Just remember it kicking my ass. I remember it being very, very strong. Oh, man. This bottle I probably had the longest open. Actually, the longest open I had was the gold. I got that really early in the year, about January, I think. And then it would be this one, then it's this one, then this one, and then I just cracked this one recently, probably like 3 weeks ago. Oh, man, another sweet on the nose. I mean, for, what was it, 117? Yeah, 117.2. I'm not getting any ethanol in that. Ethanol burnt off. I was surprised. I thought I was going to get a lot of ethanol. I mean, it just looks, if you could look at it, it just looks, it's like motor oil. It's so dark. It is very, very dark, dark amber. The nose is, I'm getting very sweet, little berries in there, dark berries, dark fruits for sure. Yeah, that's good. The nose is very pleasant nose. I'm getting some leather, some oak. It's good. All right, let's get into this. Oh man, that is great. I'm getting cherry, vanilla, almost like a cherry cola. God, this is way better than I remember. I'm getting the oak, I'm getting the leather, smoky on there. There's so much going on here, I can't even keep up with it. And I'm getting cherry cola with leather, a hint of vanilla in there. Cinnamon is in there, but it goes away. I mean, it just keeps changing. Oh yeah, it's definitely warm. I remember the proof being like the proof coming through very, very much on this. It's not coming through that much anymore. It's just kind of like smooth. I don't know if it's, it's been open so long. The taste is super, super unique on this, and I'm big onto, experiences, and this has got one hell of an experience. I mean, you're getting cherry, you're getting dark fruits, you're getting, like a licorice kind of, black cherry. I get a cherry cola on this. Definitely hot, coats the palate very well. It coats the palate close to the foolproof. It's very smooth, creamier. Yeah, this is great. This is great. I get a leather, oak. There's so much going on in this. Wow, this is an experience. Now, hear me out. $200 MSRP. I could see it, but that hurts. Wild Turkey, Russell's Reserve, you guys are doing great things. I get it, but man, guys, help us out here. The $200 MSRP just started. Secondary market is already shit. Lower it down a little bit. I feel like a fair price for this would be about $150. $150 I feel would be a fair price. I've never tasted anything like this. I can't compare it to anything. Like I said, the palate, maybe how it coats the palate a little bit to the Weller Foolproof. Yeah, but this is something different. I get dark fruits, good fruits, strawberry, black cherry, black licorice. You get the oaky, the leather, but the oaky's not like as oaky as you would think for the high proof in 15 years. Not so leathery. I get definitely prevalent tobacco on there. There's definitely tobacco on there. I couldn't pinpoint one, but I just got a clove. Definitely, you know, I just smelled that clove. So there's some clove in there. The rice spices are super, super heavy. The finish is long. It stays back there in your throat. You feel it very, very warm. All right, let's move on to the Jack Daniels. I know a lot of people give Jack Daniels hate, but to me it's a bourbon, especially the barrel, the single barrels, and the barrel proofs. I mean, they're just phenomenal. So no hate here. No hate here for Jack Daniels. You guys are doing great things. Keep it up. I mean, that's a core whiskey. You know, just a regular number 7. They're doing great things. I think this is the third annual batch. I think it is. It's great. I also have the 10 and the 12. I tried the 10. Very, very good. You know, strict Jack Daniels profile. I've not tried the 12 yet. So let's dig into the Jack Daniels Coy Hill. Oh, the nose is just your typical Jack Daniels. So sweet. I get the honey, the cinnamon, the baking spices. The sweet, sweet. You know, I get the oak in there as well. Just everything sweet. You know, I get, you know, apple pie. Very strong honey and cinnamon. Good mix together. You know, very, not one stronger than the other. Light taffy in there. Very sweet forward. This nose is very, I mean, that's the best way to describe it. Very sweet forward. Definitely a lot of sweet spices in here. A little black pepper on the end there. A little banana. I'm actually getting banana the more I dip in there. Yeah, banana, vanilla. God, that's so good. This is a very pleasant nose. I think the nose on the Weller, the nose on the EH, and the nose on this was very, very pleasant. Probably the best noses. I can't decide between the three. Oh, that's good. Let's dive in. A little more oak than I'm used to on Jack Daniels. But, you know, just your typical Jack Daniels profile with a little twist. You know, you got the oakiness, but then you got that, you know, that they do like that vanilla Coke, you know, experience, kind of cinnamon on there, honey. The banana I get on there, if it makes any sense, the banana I got on the nose, I get there a little bit at the end, but like a spicy banana. It's definitely got black pepper in there. You know, close to the typical, you know, Coy Hill is a step up, but I know from drinking this, you could tell it's a step up. Like I said, I've seen it for 400, 800, not an $800 bottle. Absolutely not. You know, at $89 where I got it, I'm super, super happy. I think I would even spend more on this. I think this would be like a 120 for me. But yeah, there's a very high prevalent oak taste to this. You know, the char oak on the barrel. I think they added a lot more. I think it's heavier than you get usually on the barrel proofs. But that sweet vanilla comes through very strong. This is definitely a great bottle. Definitely worth the hype, as they say. Yeah, I'm very excited for what I got, the price I got for this one. Yeah, definitely a great unicorn. If you could get your hands on it, this is definitely a good purchase. So far, I have to say I'm not upset with any of these purchases, especially for what I got them for. These are great bottles, and I think these are bottles that you should definitely look for. I think they're worth it. Very, very good bottles. The only problem I'm having with the Jack Daniels is I think it's their typical profile with a little bit of oak, and it's not giving me as much experience as I remember. It's kind of just, it's basic. I hate to say basic because there's a lot going on in there, but compared to their profile, I believe it's just a profile with a little extra kick, or a little extra something in there. Everything else, I think that I got in front of me has, you know, is their profile, but very, very more complex than just the base profile. This is another one. The finish is very long though. I do like that. It's staying in there. And I'm only on the fourth one. I got one more. Definitely feeling the proofs on these. Shit. Yeah. I'm gonna be drunk fast. All right. On to Blanton's Gold. Iconic bottle. We all love the bottle, the shape, set the tone. If I'm not mistaken, besides Elmer T. Lee, one of the first bottled single barrels. Just a great, iconic style, man. It doesn't get cooler than this, you know. Even people that don't know whiskeys or bourbons or rye or whatever it may be, they know the horsey top. They know, they see this, they're like, man, can I get that? You know, very hard to find some places. You know, I actually have 2 golds. I was very lucky to come upon another one. I don't see them a lot. That's why I put it as a unicorn. But yeah, the single barrels are a little easier to come by, just the regular Blanton single barrels. I got a few of those somewhere over here. You can see them. Yeah, those are good as well. They never let me down. You know, when I first started looking for them, I hyped them up a little more. But you know, you can get like a Bardstown wheated bourbon, or you know, even the Green River wheated. I believe those are contenders with it, and actually their own benchmark wheated, bottled and bond, and single barrel. Sorry, is very, very close to that, and you know, in a fraction of the price. I mean, the benchmarks you get for like $23. I think the most expensive one of that would be the Bardstown's, probably about 42. The Green River's about 34. Yeah, so if you're looking to an alternative, you know, it's hard to find. You know, the Blanton single barrel, and you want something like it, those are definitely your picks. Those are your go-to. Very like it. I actually did a benchmark in a single barrel. Blanton's. The Blanton's won just because it had a hint more in there, of a little something. And but dude, for you know, a fraction of the price, just get the benchmark. You know, it's definitely a value bourbon. Tastes like your allocated stuff. Great way to go. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I lived on the bottom shelf for a long time. Still do. I mean, one of my daily pours are all bottom shelvers. You know, rare breed stuff along those lines. The Russell's single barrel. The benchmarks, I love them. The top 3 benchmarks: the bottled and bond, the single barrel, and the foolproof. One of my favorites. Those are daily drinkers for me. Wonderful bottles. Anyway, let's get back to the Blanton's Gold. So, you know, looks like everything else, you know, that amber, darker amber color. You know, so if I were to look at these, like I said earlier, all of them I wouldn't know just by glance, except for this one, because this is like fucking pure motor oil. This is going to be hard because all of them have been, in their own way, a unique experience. But also, so far, every single one of these have been worth the purchase. And if you see them, do buy them. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right, let's get in there. Oh, the nose is perfect on this. You're getting, man, I don't know what it is, but Buffalo Trace, Sazerac, all them, you know, the company, Weller, what it may be, they got it down, man. They just, consistency is key, and they never disappoint. Sometimes one might be, you know, one of the single barrel blends I might get, maybe not the best I had, but they got, you know, their accuracy down to like 90%. You know, I know I've said it before, typical Buffalo Trace on this, the gold, you got very similar to the single barrel. You got, you know, you're getting your vanillas, a little bit of oak. You're getting, you know, your cinnamon. You're getting your honey in there. By the way, I love doing this, by the way. Swirling up, getting the oxidation in there. Beautiful, beautiful. Just fun to do. I like fidgeting with shit. I got ADD. Love it. All right, let's get to the sip. I can't wait anymore. Oh, that's good. You know, one thing that's constant in all these is the oak. They all got that sweet oak char, man. It's all prevalent in all of them. That's sweet. Strong honey flavor. Almost like a spicier honey. I gotta say though, the palate It doesn't coat as well as the rest of these. It's kind of just almost watery. Kind of just goes through. And there's really not too much of a finish on it. Not really a finish. It's good. Don't get me wrong. For I believe I got it for 160. I don't think it's a 160. All these bottles up until this now, I think it should be a little closer to the 85 side. You know, I don't think it should be so far off from the single barrel Blanton's. You can definitely taste it's a higher proof. Comes in warm. It just doesn't do too much on the palate for me. Like I said, I like more of an experience. You know, it just kind of tastes like the regular Blanton's single barrel with oak, with more oak. I don't really get, you know, a strong oaky finish on the regular Blanton's. I mean, it's a little bit of an experience, but I don't think that much. You know, you get the honey, you get the cinnamon. Honey's very strong in here. It's very sweet forward, but it's just not doing too much on the palate for me. I think I know where I'm going to rate that one. You get cinnamon. It gets a little better the more you sip on it. I'm getting that cinnamon now. The char oak-esque is very dominant on that. Char is very, very, very dominant. All right. This is going to be tough. Okay, I'm going to start from lowest to highest, which is kind of funny because I think the way I have it is pretty fucking close. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to leave Blanton's as last, number 5. Just because, you know, it didn't do too much for me on the palate, and it's not as much of an experience for, you know, a unicorn bottle to be that I would like to be. And then I'm going to go, and don't get me wrong here, because I'm an advocate for Jack Daniels all the time. Their barrel proofs, you know, coming in at $70 over here, I think are excellent purchases. But the Coy Hill, I just think it's the regular profile plus, you know, the oaky smoke taste. I think it should have been a little more for a premium bottle, especially at what the secondary market is for these things. Just think it should have had a little more. So I got 5 and I got 4. These core 3 that are left are my problem. So, all right. At first thought, I want to make this number 1, this number 2, and this number 3. But we're going to go in again. So I got the Russell's 15. Man, that's good. Fuck. This is hard. Yeah, that's rough. It was very, very sweet. I like that. Yep, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. So, gonna have to go with what everybody's been saying this year. Russell's 15 is gonna be my number 1. Weather's Foolproof will be my number 2, and E.H. Taylor is gonna be my number 3. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Please like and subscribe down there at the bottom of the video. I'll make more. Let me know. Shoot me a comment. Let me know a comment on the video. Let me know. I'll do a live. You know, I'm open to anything. Let me know what bottles you want to see. I'm an open book. If you're looking for a handshake, let me know something you can't find in your city or where you're from, and I'll get it together and send you out a handshake. I got a buddy, William, in Georgia. Sent a couple out to him. He was looking for the Penelope Real. I sent him a Jack Daniel's 10. There was another one I sent him to. Oh, the little book, the chapter 7. I sent that out to him. So yeah, guys. So out of the I can't even speak. Told you I was gonna get drunk. Out of the allocated bottles that I got for 2024, some of the bottles that I got, I did 5, and I'm gonna rate Russell's 15 as number 1, Weller's Foolproof is number 2, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is 3, Jack Daniel's Coy Hill is 4, and Blanton's Gold is 5. These are my rankings for the top 5 of my unicorns that I got this year. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe. If you want to see any content, shoot me a comment. Let me know. Thank you guys. Stay blessed. Have a great New Year's, and see you in 2025. Thank you guys.